Hi there, I'm Bill Judas, co-founder of Armchair Arcade, co-author of Vintage Games, and co-author of Wii Fitness for Dummies, with my wife Christina, who's behind the camera today. This is a video response to Matt Chat 30 on Fallout. If we just go over here, this is the pen and paper game Dungeons & Dragons, which took off in the 1970s. A competitor to Dungeons & Dragons was Tunnels and Trolls. There was supposed to be a ColecoVision game based off of Tunnels and Trolls, but it never actually got developed. Some homebrew authors are planning on developing it, but we'll see if it ever comes to light. The reason why I mention Tunnels and Trolls is that that is the role-playing system that Wasteland actually utilized. Now, Wasteland is the predecessor to the Fallout series of games. This is the Apple II version. You can see it's a regular-sized box. Just open it up here. It actually has all the inserts here. These are the instructions that are specific to the Apple II family of systems. Now, this is the actual manual, not that long, and this is Wasteland paragraphs. Now, a lot of the classic computer role-playing games included, this is a combination of copy protection and also kind of a way to get more detailed descriptions into the game. It was, in this case, it's mostly for copy protection. If you reach a certain point in the game, it would say, read paragraph 37, and then it would tell you basically a bit of info that was not actually in the game. So that's the paragraphs, and these are the discs. And this talks about the Wasteland clue book, which is actually right here, and we have to pull that out here. This is actually a nice 50-page plus clue book that has all of the maps and tells you how to get through the various areas in the game. And you can see how big the actual game was. So, Wasteland, the predecessor to the Fallout series of games. Now, Fallout was originally based on Steve Jackson Games' pen and paper game GURPS, which is basically a generic role-playing system. Fantasy, spy, superhero, all kinds of genres could be played with this rule set. Now, for whatever reason, they were unable to actually officially utilize the rules from the rule set, but it's definitely based off of this role-playing system, and it's your typical D&D Tunnels and Trolls style system. Now, besides Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 and Fallout Tactics, there was also an action RPG that preceded Fallout 3, Fallout Brotherhood of Steel, based on the Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance engine. Now, this supports up to 2 players at once, and the main issue with this game was it was very, very buggy. Generally speaking, it was a buggy engine, but this game had some showstoppers. It had its moments, but it really was not a great entry in the series. Fallout 3, even though it's a different type of game, really carried on the tradition of the Fallout games, which again were the unofficial sequels to Wasteland, which did in fact have a sequel, but that too was kind of unofficial and didn't sell well. The name slips my mind at the moment, but if you look it up on Wikipedia, Wasteland, you can see what the sequel was and what the whole history was. So that wraps up my response to Mad Chat 30 on Fallout. Thank you and see you next time.